Hey y'all, thank you for tuning in to another episode. Now, before we begin, I just want to give a quick disclaimer that Flim's audio is kind of messed up this episode. He sounds a little far away. However, still tune in. We got some funny moments, we got some fun times. So just check it out. Bye. Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of the Shoot to 60 podcast. I'm Mo.
And I'm also Mo. It's like, no, I'm fun.
Yeah, because these is my sons.
And I ain't talking about
Phoenix. I get money because I do's what I pleases. I live where the fucking pools and the trees is. Bro, so I didn't cuss because apparently within like the first minute, like you shouldn't cuss on YouTube.
Did you get demonetized?
Yeah. But anyway, before we start today, we want to thank our sponsor, the Be More brand. I have on a Be More brand shirt.
I have a Be More brand hoodie on.
Yeah.
So, and I'm gonna show you the back too.
Yeah, he'll show you the back later. But yeah, we want to thank them for sponsoring this episode. Definitely go check them out. You can go on their Instagram at the Be More brand, or you can go on their website, thebemorebrand.com, and it'll probably show up here somewhere. Also, they provide graphic design services as well. So just make sure you hit them up if you need help with that, or if you just want some drip.
Let's go.
And we have an announcement for you at the end of today's episode. So make sure you stay.
Yeah, don't fast forward to the end.
Yeah, just stay. But did you have anything that you wanted to drop and say before we got started today?
Nah. If you guys aren't registered to vote, please make sure you register at some point. Voting is important. That's pretty much it.
Voting is important.
Your ancestors died for you to vote, so please take advantage.
Okay.
They did.
They did. That was real deep. And now we're gonna get into something that is also kind of deep, but like I'm dreading. I was telling you before, I'm dreading this episode because I'm just gonna get into it.
All right, please, because like, I just want people to know that before we really started recording, that little tidbit of a hint of what the episode was about was crazy, and I'm dying to know what the fuck this is about.
So today we're gonna talk about the C word.
Okay, whoa, like the big C.
Big C. Do you know what that means? No.
Oh, that's the big C.
Cult?
Oh, yeah, nah. See, we was on two different types of.
Yeah, we're definitely not gonna talk about that.
Like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm ready, yo.
We're not gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about a cult. A cult. Now, this cult is called Love Has Won. Like love has won, like won a game. Not like the number one. Okay, yeah. Right. So I know some of y'all that's listening or watching this, they might have already seen the documentary that came out because it just recently came out. Right. This was a suggestion from our producer, actually, a couple weeks ago. So I decided to do it, and I wish I didn't do it. But y'all gonna get it. You're gonna get it.
Okay.
So this is the story of Amy Carlson, a.k.a. the leader of the cult, Love Has Won. And she and her followers referred to her as Mother God. I'm going to refer to her as fucking Amy.
Fucking Amy.
Fucking Amy. Okay.
Fucking Amy of the whole episode is going to be funny.
So put on your seatbelt and get ready for the ride. Thank you.
Hold up. I got to put my thinking cap on too. I feel like this going to require something. So. I
thought that was your short bus helmet.
Chill, yo. Chill.
That's what it is.
My metaphor. No, but let's get into this though.
Okay.
Strapped up. I'm ready to go.
All right. So Amy Carlson was born in 1975 in McPherson, Kansas, and she is the oldest of 3 girls.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Before you go further, I'm just curious.
Yeah, she's white. Right. She is a white woman. She gonna pop up right here. But right. In 1984, her parents divorced, and both of them eventually got remarried. And she was living with her dad for a little bit in the beginning, and apparently she had a really bad relationship with her stepmom. It involved some like child abuse, emotional and physical. I don't think it was like sexual, but they didn't mention that. But yeah, her stepmom was really mean to her. But eventually, she moved to Oklahoma City with her mom, and according to her mom, other than that, she kind of had a normal childhood. Other than that, by 1998, I know we just jumped way ahead, but 1984, 1998. By 1998, she was around 23. She was a manager at McDonald's, and by this time, she had 3 children, and she had been married and divorced once. And it was said like a lot of her relationships with men were like really toxic, but overall, she was described as like a regular happy-go-lucky girl. Like she knew how to make people smile, how to bring out the best in people for the most part. Right. Like she just was regular. So by the mid 2000s, everything starts to take a little turn. Right. So one day, and this is her own account, like from her mouth. Okay. She was like, everybody keeps talking about ecstasy. Like, I'm gonna take some ecstasy. So she took some ecstasy and she was like, whoa, like this shit different. And then she was convinced that like how she felt after taking the ecstasy was her like actual reality. And what we live like without like drugs and alcohol like every day is like fake. So whoa. Are we gonna get into that later? So basically her family basically said that after this, she was like always on the computer, like trying to tap into like different forms of spirituality. She started talking about angels and the energies and the 5D. So the 5D, I don't know everything about it. I tried to get like, it gets like super deep. So I tried to get like a very simple definition. It said it's basically like a higher spiritual dimension and it's a plane of consciousness. I know this is your shit.
Yeah, this is like my
this is your shit.
It's the 5D shit. It don't sound familiar, so that's interesting.
So yeah, she was getting into that. She was specifically on this website called lightworkers.org, where people, like-minded people like her was on there. They was talking, they would post and all that. So on there, she met a man named Amaranth White Eagle, who eventually she began she began referring to him as her twin flame and that they were 2 bodies sharing a single soul. So it was actually Amaranth who was the first person to tell Amy that she was God.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So this is just one of her posts that she posted on what is it? Lightworkers. Yeah, lightworkers.org. I'm sorry. I just got notifications, guys. Yeah, this was the one that post she posted. Now, you might say, how is this relevant? I think this is relevant to like her mind state. So a post on September 1st, 2007. This is what she said. And I'm cleaning the kitchen. Baby just down for a nap. And I feel a tap on my shoulder and a whisk of air in my left ear. And then I heard a lower tone voice. Not even really a voice. It was like a message a violin would play in its music. And it said, President of the United States. I thought, what? What in the world does that mean? I dismissed it. And then I hear again, you're going to be the president of the United States. Now, as far as her drug use, it's never said at this point in her life, prior to other things, it's never said how much she was using, how frequently. Yeah. The only mention is like that thing of ecstasy. Right. But my assumption is she probably dabbled into it, pretty frequently, especially if she felt like taking it that one time, like, oh, this is not my reality. I'm pretty sure she dabbled into it. Yeah, for sure. So on December 10th, 2007, Amy wrote on the same site that she had released her 3D relationship and that as soon as she had the funds, she would move to be with her mountain man in Colorado. So when she said her 3D relationship, she means her family and her kids. Oh. So she left them and she moved to Colorado with Amaranth. And the way her family explains it, they said one day they was at a dinner, like they all were at a dinner, and she just got up and she excused herself. And when they got home, she was gone and all her stuff was gone.
Damn.
Yep.
Damn, man. Sheesh. Amy going out with a bang.
Amy. So now let us fast forward a little bit. So that was like the end of 2007. So let's go to, we in early 2008. She's with Amaranth, and together they have started an online newspaper / blog website called the Galactic Free Press.
Oh,
So
shit.
at this point, they're calling themselves Mother God and Father God. So Amy's Mother God and Amaranth
His
is Father God.
God.
Yeah. So Amaranth, his like initial uploads on the site, it was basically like it was like short clips of like the clouds in the sky, and
That shit wasn't supposed to be that funny. Like, yo, my bad. That caught me off guard.
and Amaranth and Amy referred to clouds as starships. We'll get to that later, but just keep in mind
All right,
starships.
starships. Okay.
But most of Amy's videos was of her like speaking directly into the camera, like trying to inform viewers of, and this is quotes, the interstellar spiritual plotline that she claimed was playing out all around them. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. But that's what she said.
Yo.
But after research, it seemed like basically she was repeating information and like ideologies from other groups who like believed in the 5D. Like she was just like regurgitating it for real.
Okay,
like
right.
and like making it seem like her own.
Okay.
So one example is there is a theory that there is an extraterrestrial law enforcement organization that would save humanity. That is a theory. But this goes back to like the 1950s, but this is something that she said on her site. Yeah. But people like, all right, like we already heard this type shit.
Give us something new.
Right. But as she grew into her role as like a spiritual leader, her teaching started to become more her own. So she started to implement like her own ideology.
That's terrifying. She's like, you know what if I took these teachings and I don't know, just add it to the curriculum? Like, just sick, yo. This is sick.
And so Amy and Amaranth, their relationship didn't last. It didn't last. They ended up breaking up. Damn. As far as why, I saw multiple different reasons. I saw it was a reason that like she just left him to go be with somebody else. I saw another reason that he left her to be with somebody else. I don't know which one is true, but
Father God, Mother God.
Yeah, Father God and Mother God left each other. But but this marked the moment that Amy transitioned from playing a supporting role, like, oh, like it's me and Father God, to like asserting herself as this higher being, like this higher deity. Yes. So it says she spoke frequently of the need to tune into higher vibrational frequencies and that she was placed upon the earth to help guide humanity into a higher state of being. So when her and Amaranth ended up splitting up, she ended up going with a man named Miguel Lamboy, who would change his name to Archangel Michael Silver.
Wow.
It's going to pop up right here.
Wow.
So,
Archangel Michael Silver.
Yeah.
Right,
so now let's fast forward to 2014. I know we jumping all around. It's 2014. Right. So I'm going to refer to him as Miguel. Should I refer to him as Miguel or his archangel name, Michael?
Bruh. The man didn't go through all that to name himself that just for you to call him Miguel. Call that man Archangel.
I'm not calling that nigga Archangel Michael.
All right, let's call him what's his last name?
Lamboy?
No.
His new one? Silver?
Silver? Yeah, let's just call him Silver. Yeah. Nah, that's too much. All right, call him Miguel. Yo. Call him Miguel.
Okay, Miguel. Right. So now I'm going to call him Michael.
Where did Miguel come from, then?
That's his real name.
Where does Michael come from?
That's his new name.
Oh,
his
Archangel Michael?
Yeah, Michael Silver. That's his new name.
Hold up, yo. All right, give me the whole name again.
Archangel Michael Silver.
Yo, yeah, nah. That nigga's Miguel. I'm sorry. That's too much, yo.
So that's his new name.
All right.
So he became the first member of Love Has Won.
Oh, okay.
And they were still in Colorado, but specifically they were in Crestone, Colorado. Okay. And Crestone, Colorado is a place that is known for like people who are into like a certain type of spirituality. Like they go there and like they feel like it's portals in the mountains because everything is super spaced out. Yeah. So that's how they feel. So they was there. So what did I say, Michael? I said Michael?
Yeah.
Okay. So Michael claimed that when he met Amy, he was suffering from lung cancer and he already had one lung removed. And after he met Amy, she healed him and it made him a believer. So that's when he changed his name to Archangel Michael Silver. And Michael was the money man behind everything. Okay. So basically Amy started to do like spiritual healings online and stuff. And Michael was like, you know what? Like, let me take care of like the business side. Like, let me take care of the money. You just do like your shit.
You gotta know when your head like, guidance right
like now. You just handle your spiritual things.
I didn't even think about that. Like, what the fuck do these people do for day jobs? See, you just brought it up.
I'm gonna get there. Bruh. But so like in 2019, it was Michael who made it possible that Love Has Won became a nonprofit charitable organization. So they were like a legitimate thing, LLCs, like tax document, like a real organization. And it was because of him.
Okay.
So now we're in the time frame between 2014 and 2018. I know that's a big time jump, but I'll get to it. So next, Andrew, it's a guy named Andrew, and he joins Love Has Won because he sees things online or whatever. And, you know, he's like, oh, like, I like what y'all doing, blah, blah, blah. And he becomes the next father god. So I just want to point out, Amy had a thing where whoever she was sleeping with in Love Has Won would be father god. So Andrew was the next father god after what's his name, Amaranth. Amaranth was the first father god ever. Now it was Andrew.
Right.
And Andrew,
hold up, and that's fucked up because Michael was never father god.
Michael was never father god.
Got the shit rolling,
yeah.
But you know what?
Michael was never father god, which is interesting. But we're gonna talk about it. All right. But yeah, so Andrew was kind of the one to blow up Love Has Won.
Oh, really?
Because he had a background in website design and social media marketing. So he was like, look, I'm gonna do the website. Like, I'm gonna really get us out there. We're gonna go up. And Amy like, okay, like, let's do it. So he revamped everything. And that's when Love Has Won really, really started to blow up. So others start to join the group. A lot of people just on the internet is like joining. And then people wanted to come in person. Now, the house that they lived in, let me just point out, this house was in Michael's name. Okay. Right. It was in Michael's name, but it was like a huge house. And just think of, I don't know if you know what Colorado looks like visually. But if you listen to this and you don't, I'm pretty sure you've been down south where like the houses are like so separated. Just think of like that. Like a big, huge house separated from everybody else. Exactly. So people would come and they would stay. The amount that I had, I don't know if this changed or not. I don't know if it fluctuated, but the most people that stayed at one time was like 20 people. So I'm not sure, but because it's a lot of conflicting accounts about that. But a lot of people, you know, they just left their whole life to come join Love Has Won. They left their kids. Some people left their like families. Some people brought their kids. And an ex-member of Love Has Won has said that they were high from the moment they woke up to the moment they went to sleep. It said that Amy liked to use her tools so she could tap into her spirituality more. What were her tools? Alcohol, marijuana, shrooms, cigarettes, psychedelics. But the reasoning behind it was, as long as you use them intentionally in the right way, it's okay. I'll let y'all.
I would say, like, I mean, I'm trying to find the problem here.
Alcohol, marijuana, shrooms, cigarettes. You're high every day from the moment you wake up till you go to sleep. Your brain is fucking fried.
I know, like, you so high, you don't even know if you waking up and going to sleep. Like, it's just one stream of just consciousness, bro. Like, you just like, yo.
Like, it's stressing me out thinking about it. So now I'm gonna finally talk about the beliefs because I know y'all been waiting for it. Yes, put on your motherfucking seatbelt.
I had to sit up for this.
So I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to get through it without laughing. So Amy claimed that that she was Mother God and she was over 19 billion years old and she has lived over 500 lives. I'm not even gonna look at you.
Please don't, yo, because you know I'm gonna laugh, yo. Please.
She lived over 500 lives. She believed that she was Jesus Christ, Cleopatra, Marilyn Monroe, among other historical figures.
Among the other, yo, I'm taking all comments.
She was the queen of the mythical ancient city of Lemuria before its violent fall, during which time they say Donald Trump was her father. I'm sorry.
Like I said, yo, I'm just straight facing, no comment the entire time. I need
All right. Amy's goal was to lead at least 100,000 believers into the awakening 5D plane of existence, leaving behind the shackles of the broken 3D world. Those left behind will be destroyed, and their energies will be...
Yo,
I'm sorry, y'all. Yo, Flip is so funny.
It's like, nah, now we getting crazy. Now. We was good up until that point.
Okay. Those left behind will be destroyed, and their energies will be recycled into the sun. Love Has Won says that ascending to the 5D world involves taking their physical bodies so they don't die. The concept of ascension basically means there is no life or afterlife, that they are all a part of the same reality. And Amy herself was expected to ascend in a starship, a cloud. Remember the cloud? Amy was expected to ascend in a starship or through a portal in the ocean. Now, she also has something called the Galactic A-Team. And these were basically people who have died that were now with her all the time. Some names are familiar. Robin Williams, Mrs. Doubtfire, right? Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, Elvis, John Lennon. These are just some. It's way more. I didn't want to go. It's too many. It's too many.
And this is called the
Galactic A-Team.
The Galactic A-Team.
And they basically provide her with spiritual counsel because she's in constant conflict with the cabal, a shadowy. I'm sorry if y'all listen to this. Can't get to...
Yo, the cabal. Like, if you're listening to this, I need you to please switch over to the YouTube video. I need you to watch it. Because, like, is genuinely trying to give you the story right now. And, like, yo, she knows that this is a lot. This is a lot, yo. Okay.
Like, you might have to read it, because I can't get through it.
Please, yo.
All right. All right. You can, just this paragraph at the end of fear. Oh my God.
So we were just talking about the Galactic A-Team, and basically they provide her with spiritual counsel. She's in constant conflict with the cabal.
The cabal.
The cabal.
The cabal. Is it the cabal?
It's spelled C-A-B.
I think it's cabal.
Oh, cabal.
A cabal. The cabal. Sorry. A shadowy global organization determined to keep humanity in a, quote, low vibrational state. The cabal tried to assassinate Amy nearly 600 times, but she foiled each attempt. The cabal is described as a group of minions of reptilians and ancient extraterrestrials. Depending on whom you ask, guys, they are the global elite tied to the Illuminati, and they pull the world's sinister strings, orchestrating the dark sham that is modern life, in which everything from wars to mass shootings and pandemics are all illusory, engineered to keep humanity mired in a state of fear.
Thank you.
Now, first of all,
I don't even know how you got.
I ain't gonna lie to you, because I was just about to say, like, I see why you just had the reaction that you did read that. It took everything in me to keep it just composure while reading it, because
what are we talking about?
what are we
talking about?
What is going on, yo?
Why? First of all, why is this white woman? You telling me this white woman from Kansas is supposed to save humanity from the cabal? From the cabal?
Bruh. And then I don't even know where to start dissecting that. The reptilian shit or the extraterrestrial shit, depending on who you ask. Bruh, depending on who you ask, yo. And then, it's like their mission is just to destroy this thing. All life, yo. And then, not to make matters worse, but then you bring in Whitney Houston into this shit.
Whitney Houston, her right hand,
counsel? Seeking counsel? Come on, from Elvis, Whitney, Michael Jackson, Robin Williams? Come on.
Whitney Houston is not. I'm gonna just keep going, and then we can talk about it after. Okay. She also, so that was the belief. She also taught that the less you ate, the higher vibration that you are, and the people, that was in Love Has Won. They were saying like once they got there, they lost like 100 pounds. Oh, like they were damn near anorexic. And like Amy, like her weight is tracked. She's like riding like 104 pounds. Like Damn, bro. So let's get into the money part. How was they making money? How was they just living in a house and not working, right? Because they didn't work. Right. Well, I'm gonna talk about Andrew. So Andrew, who built the website and everything, he said that he was getting unemployment, and he was giving all his unemployment money to Love Has Won. Okay. That's just to give context of like what the hell was going on. People donated money in addition to, Amy's spiritual healings that she did. They also had an e-commerce business, and they sold things like essential oils, crystals, and something called colloidal silver. Now, what is colloidal silver? Colloidal silver is a substance that's made by putting silver particles in a liquid, right? Okay. So I guess like it's soaking. It's a liquid that's soaking the silver up, right? And this, when it originally like became a thing, it was marketed as something that could cure everything, right? This has literally been banned by the pharmaceutical industry. And on there, they put it on the site that it would cure COVID, which led to a warning by the FDA because they was like, you can't say that. Yeah, like y'all don't know. Now, frequent use can cause argyria, where one's skin will turn blue. That's gonna come back. So, they was getting money. Right. Love Has Won was getting money, and Amy, they was buying hot tubs for Amy. They was buying a go-kart. She was shopping, buying dresses. She was just going dummy. Being queen mother. Just going big. She was being queen mother. So so every day, basically, they would go and live stream. It was like a core group of like the in-person followers. It was like 10 of them that would be in the camera every day. And most of them they were young, and they was like super like, yeah, Love Has Won. Like they were super enthusiastic and shit. And sometimes Amy would appear, but over time, like she just stopped showing up like altogether. Oh. And one of the members said that Amy couldn't appear on video anymore because the viewers' bodies would explode because her vibration is so high and all of yours is so low.
Yo, let me see that. Like, cause that was so.
This is a quote. I'm not making this up.
That's why I was like, hold on. Like, I literally needed to see that because that sounded so ridiculous. Just. And
I'm gonna put all the sources. Yo. Y'all can go see this in addition to the documentary. You can see the article that I got this from. But this is a quote. Okay. So on August 1st, 2018, now we in 2018, viewers were informed that the cabal had attacked Amy again. And at this point, they said that she was throwing up, she had diarrhea, and she was shaking really bad. So this is my thing, right? You throwing up and you shaking and all this shit, not because you're an alcoholic that smoke weed and drink every day, right? Because of the cabal. That's just what I think. What you think? Never mind. We can talk about it later.
No, I think
we can talk about it later. So as we it was said that Amy's her ideologies just shifted from like being this like peaceful and love and all the energy and all that to kind of something dark, like with the cabal, and shit. Yo. And it said that her ideology started to incorporate many elements of the QAnon. Oh, I don't know if y'all are. I don't know if y'all are familiar with it, but like it get like super like conspiracy theory with it. But one of the theories they have is that like the elites of the world are eating our children. Yeah, and Donald Trump is working behind the scenes to fight the cabal.
Yo, that gesture was crazy, yo. And working behind the scenes to fight
I'm sorry. Okay, so let me just keep going. So there is I'm gonna just reference the documentary as far as like the video aspect.
Yeah.
So in the documentary, you can see the shift, right? And to me, it just looks like hard fucking alcoholism. Like it looks like somebody who's been abusing this drugs every day, and you're drinking fucking colloidal silver every day. I'm sorry I didn't mention that. She was drinking at least, from what a member said, a half a liter every day.
Oh my.
Because she was trying to, I'm sorry, I'm skipping around, but I'm gonna get there.
All right.
But from the videos, she started to like become very angry and aggressive, and she was like cussing them out, right?
Oh.
And the members would be like, this isn't Mother God, this is Robin Williams. Like he's coming out like through her, right? There are videos on YouTube where they would play a game called Find the Whore to weed out the members that were like always had something to say or like weren't deemed like for the cause of love has won, right? Right. So she was drinking a lot, and it said that she started to drink even more like the more people that showed up and came to the house. But what the member said was that because of so many people that was coming, she was absorbing too much energy, and basically she needed to drink alcohol for the pain. Some of the other members say that she started to drink more because of the next father god. It was a couple of them. I'm not going to name all of them. But the last father god, his name was Jason Castillo. So Jason Castillo was a little different than the other father gods. So the other father gods were like, everybody said they was chill. Like they was just, they was regular guys or whatever. But Jason Castillo was like really aggressive. She called him the father of creation specifically. He was a felon. He got some child abuse in his history. And basically after Amy would like pass out from, alcohol and drugs, he would basically take over. It was said that he would like sometimes physically assault people, but he would like 9 times out of 10, he emotionally assaulting people for real. He's like screaming. He's playing like loud rock all night. Like they didn't really like him. So ex-members claimed that Amy and Jason Castillo, they would control their food intake and sleep schedule. And most of the members were expected to live celibate lives free of romantic relationships, even though she can fuck whatever father god she want. Right. But as time went on, as far as with her alcoholism and everything, she really started to decline, right? Her feet started to hurt so bad that she couldn't walk. And she would use alcohol as a medicine. She would say, like, because my feet hurt, I have to drink more. Like, I have to smoke more. And she would start puking all the time. She was breaking out in boils. Her back was covered in boils. It got to the point they had to carry her around because she became paralyzed from the waist down. Which, I'm sorry, your faces be like,
like, yo, oh my gosh, like,
which is a sign of liver failure. Yeah. So at this point, they're like, oh, like she got to get better. And then Amy says she hears something from the Galactic team, and basically they're gonna pick her up on the starship. They're gonna pick her on the starship, and she's gonna be straight, like she's gonna ascend. But they wait. And they never show up. The Galactic team never shows up, but she's getting worse. And apparently, like, as she's getting worse, there was an account from one of her followers, right? And they called it a spin. Like, oh, like she's having one of her spins. But but it's just, to me, it sounds like a fucking panic attack. Right? And she would say out of her mouth, I'm not God. Everything I've done isn't real and it's all fake. She would say this out of her mouth. And they'd be like, no, mother, no. You're spinning. So just to throw that out there. You're spinning. And this is another quote, right?
Yeah, yo. Like, oh my fucking gosh.
There have been moments. I'm sorry, this is from a member, not from mom. I'm calling the bitch mom. The quote says mom.
I'm gonna say, let's shut this down.
The quote says mom.
It's working.
All right. There have been moments when mom has asked us to take her to a 3D hospital, and we're like, nope, because there's just no way. And we know exactly how hijacking works. And you can bet your fucking ass that someone in that hospital, whoever it would be, would get hijacked and go straight from mom.
You better bet your fucking ass.
So Amy is asking for medical intervention. She's asking, take me to the hospital. And her followers are like, no, like, the cabal is gonna get her. Like, we can't.
Yeah.
So they were fucking unhinged. They were fucking unhinged. So now we're in 2020 now, right? Like her decline was like 2018, 2020. So we're in 2020 now, specifically August. So because the Galactic didn't come pick her up, they was like, all right.
Like, of course not. Like,
they was like, all right.
People are sick. Like, they genuinely is waiting for the Galactic 18.
Yeah. So they was like, all right, let's go to Hawaii, right?
Yeah.
Let's go to Hawaii. And because the Galactic is going to open up a hole in the ocean. Remember I told you about that? They're going to open up a hole in the ocean and then she'll be able to ascend. So Hawaii is going to help her health. So this is August 2020. This is prime fucking COVID. And they go to Hawaii. So at this point, and I'm going to pop a picture up. I'm sorry, y'all got to see this. But her skin was fucking blue. Really like a grayish blue. And I'm going to show you. I'm going to show your ass because I need the reaction.
See, yo. You see what I do for y'all? It's like,
I need the reaction, my G. I'm sorry, y'all. So just a little pause. This is how she looked. It's really gray.
Oh, okay. I was expecting something like.
Let me find the other picture.
Insane. No, don't get me. She look fucked up. But I'm thinking it was really like, oh my gosh, like.
This is how she looked.
Okay, yeah, no, that's worse. Yeah.
So she looked really, really bad. So yeah, she's literally like grayish blue. But at this point, Love Has Won. They had about 200 like dedicated people, like not with them, but like overall.
Overall, yeah.
And they said it was about like 14 of them who were in Hawaii with them. And her sister, one of her sisters, her name is Tara, she was watching all of her live streams in Hawaii because, she would live stream like damn near every day. Right. And she ended up finding a Skype number online for Amy. And she called and Amy picked up. And they were just talking or whatever. And she sees like how bad Amy looks and like she's just like really concerned because at first it's like this anger because it's like you left your whole family and your kids and shit. But then she's like, okay, like this shit not right. Like you look bad. Like we gotta do something. So she tells her mom and they like, okay, what can we do? And they fill out a form for who? Dr. motherfucking Phil.
Are you serious?
I'm so serious.
Not Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil. And Dr. Phil picks up. Like he's like, really? Oh, like let's do the episode. Let's do it. So and the producers call Amy and they like, are you down? And she like, yeah, because I want people like to hear the truth about like Love Has Won. So this episode of Dr. Phil, basically, is her mom is in person. So her mom is like there at Dr. Phil.
Yeah, Amy's mom?
Yeah, Amy's mom. Amy's on Skype and then her sister's on Skype too. And then like it's some like other like people on Skype as well.
Damn.
Yeah. And basically her mom is like, Amy, like, I love you. Like, I miss you. Come home. Like, we can figure it out. Like, and Amy's like, she's like, I don't want to leave. And she was like, the angels. No, I'm sorry. I'm going too fast. So basically, this is what she said. She said, for me, no, they brought up why she abandoned her kids, right? She said, for me, I did not abandon my children. I begged my angels. I didn't want to leave, but they told me I had to fulfill my mission and I had to make a jump and I had to make a decision. So that's why she says that she left her kids. Yeah. But there were also some allegations against Amy saying that she locked a child in a closet, repeatedly saying, you need to surrender now. So there was some allegations. It was a couple allegations against them and shit. And I feel like her family was just like really concerned. Like they was like, you look crazy. You look crazy. Like you look crazy. You're not well. But Amy just was like, this is what it is. And this is what it's going to be. So nothing really came out of it. But since this was a national show, people were aware like she was in Hawaii. So after this episode aired, people started to post on the local Hawaii. The specific place they were in were, I don't want to pronounce it wrong, Kauai? Yeah, Kauai. They started to post on the local Kauai Facebook group saying that like Love Has Won was a danger to Hawaii. And then Amy announces that she is the Pele goddess of fire, which is like specific to like Hawaiian like I don't want to say religion, but whatever they believe in, right?
Yeah.
So they was like, oh no, bitch, you got us fucked up. So you know what they did? They went to the house that they rented, and they said it was over like 100 people outside the house, and they was protesting. They was throwing rocks through the windows, through the cars. They was throwing eggs, and it's like video footage of like somebody on a bullhorn, like, why did you abandon your children? Like, Amy, you're a fucked up mother, like shit like that. And basically, Amy was upset and all of that. But eventually the mayor of Kauai goes to talk to them and is able to remove Love is One from Kauai. Wow. And then they tried to go to another part of Hawaii, and it was like, nah. They was like, nah. So they ended up going back to Colorado. And Amy is still like fucked up, still fucked up or whatever. She's still drinking and smoking and all those things. They still think that the Galactic's gonna come and she's gonna ascend, right? So now let's fast forward to April 2021. Now, at this point, they are in Mount Shasta in North California. I'm sorry. They're in an RV park, right? Okay. And Amy is like, I'm told by the Galactics we have to go to Oregon. So then they go to Ashland, Oregon. Now, the group that is with them now, only half of them go to Oregon and the other half stay with the RV, right? In Colorado. In California.
Oh, California.
Yeah. Right. And so they go to a hotel. So it's like, it's Father God. Why am I calling this nigga Father God?
That does help me identify, because clearly Father God is just whoever she's fucking.
Yeah. So Jason, aka Father God, right? It's him, Amy, and then like two other people that within the group, and they go to the hotel, whatever, right? And at this point, like, Amy is at the point where she can't like speak. Yeah. Like, she can't speak. She can't even move. And they're like doing this thing where they're rotating her from like the tub to the shower to the bed. Like, I guess trying to make her feel better because she's in excruciating pain. And unfortunately, she dies. She does die. She was 45 when she died. And they were like, damn, she died. But they were like, her body is still warm. It's still warm. So they still gave her water. They were still giving her water because they was like, she's not dead. Like, she's just like resting, type shit.
She's having a spin.
Like, she's resting. She's resting. And at this, so the hotel saw it when she came in, and they was checking on her periodically. And so then when so then when she died. They still was trying to check on her, and they was like, no. Like, the Love is One people was like, no, we cannot let the cabal get her body. So they snuck her out, and their plan was to go to the national forest and wait for the Galactic to come, right? So the way so when she came in, she was in a wheelchair. Yeah. She was in a wheelchair, so they just sat her up in the wheelchair. They wrapped some blankets around her. They put sunglasses on her face and a hat. They just wheeled her out. They even got, when they did this, like when they left on their way to the national park, they even got pulled over by the cops. But because she like just died, she just looked like she was sleeping. So they just let them go. Mind you, it is against the law to transport a body. You cannot do that. You cannot transport a body across you can't do that. You can't transport bodies. Yeah, you can't. Anywhere that you want, you can't do that. So they go to the national park. The people who were still at the RV, they come up as well. So at this point, they're all like in the national park. They like, all right, the Galactic's gonna come, and Amy is like in the tent. They're in the national park for 10 days after her death, still waiting for the Galactic. 10 days. So while they are there, Michael, who is not there, pulls out $200,000 out of the Love Has Won account.
Yeah, Michael, get yours.
He pulls out $200,000. So Jason, aka Father God, Jason, one day while they just, everybody up and about at the, campsite, he like, all right, y'all, we've been here for a couple days. Like, y'all go do some errands or whatever, like do laundry, get food, do all of that. So half of them go and the other half stay. So after everybody, like half of them leave, Jason is like, all right, let's go. So they decide to go back to Colorado, specifically Crestone, where Michael lives, that house that they was living in, right? So they go back to the house, and they put with her body, and they put her body in the bed, in Michael's bed. So Michael, he isn't home when they get there. He isn't home, but he comes and he's like, what the fuck are y'all doing? And he's freaking out. From what I can see, because it was hard to find information about this, right? Because it was kind of confusing. So I was like, why isn't he with them? Like, why didn't he go?
I would say, is he not a supporter anymore?
So I don't know if he just stayed there and was like handling shit. Like, I don't really know. Yeah. I don't know if he left. I don't know. But, you know, he saw her in his bed. He was like, what the fuck? So he goes to the police and he tells them what he saw. Mind you, everything is in Michael's name. Just a reminder, the bank account that he took the money out of is in his name. The house is in his name. Everything is in his fucking name. So he's like, yeah, they got this body in my house. Like, y'all gotta go.
Right.
So the police, they go to the house and they arrest him. I'll talk about the charges in a little bit. But they find Amy's body and it was described as being mummified with the eyes missing, wrapped in a green sleeping bag and Christmas lights. Her face full of foundation, blush, and eyeshadow. And she was 75 pounds. The autopsy report showed she died from organ failure caused by anorexia, alcohol abuse, and colloidal silver. In total, Michael took out $330,000. He wiped out all the accounts, all the money. He also dissolved all of the Love Has Won websites. And the Love Has Won members that were arrested, they faced charges of abuse of a corpse, tampering with deceased human remains, and false imprisonment. But these charges were later dropped, and it is not known why. And that is the story. Now, the other Love Has Won members who were still, like, they saw that Jason left, that they were still at the national park. They didn't even go back to the house when they found out that they got arrested. They was like, "Oh, we not going back because we not ready to get arrested." Yeah. So, yeah. But if you want me to like fast forward, where are they now? Yeah. Okay, Jason. Okay, well, Jason has his own like following, like a small following now. Oh. And then it seemed like everybody else. This is just from the documentary. But everybody else kind of like split up into like pairings. So it seemed like whoever they was closest to without Love Has Won, that's pretty much who they went with and like stayed with type shit. Yeah. But that is a story of Love Has Won. Specifically the story of Amy Carlson. Amy. Now, because I remember, this is what I said to Flynn before the episode started. I said, I hated doing this story. You just I said, I feel like Mr. Krabs.
Mr. Krabs was the nigga, yo. Bro.
You can say it. You can say it.
Bro, if you watch SpongeBob, you know the scene where Mr. Krabs. I don't remember. Like, I feel like this was like the Krabby Monday shit when he was trying to rebrand Krusty Krab.
I think it was.
Bro, they had a TV set up. It was a movie board. The nigga was watching it. He was like, yeah, no more. Bro, he started rewinding.
Back into his head.
Back into the TV, yo.
I hope we can put a clip up for that. I'm gonna try to find it.
A picture but Bo was saying that was exactly how she felt. Like, she wished she could just get that shit just sucked back into.
Yeah, because I don't understand. Like, I just feel like everything was just pulled out of ass.
Yo.
And I want to get your thoughts on this, right? On how you feel about it. I'm gonna say my thoughts first before I forget. Okay. But I'm like stuck between like, do I feel bad for you? Because obviously you have some type of mental health disorder. Like, something is not right. Yeah. Is it because you already had mental health issues? Is it because you were fucking frying your brain every day doing drugs? But it's also like, how do you have the fucking audacity, the fucking gall, you fucking narcissist, to think that you are God and you're sent here to save humanity? Yeah. First of all, just not my personal belief, right? But let's just say somebody's like, oh yeah, I'm God here to save humanity. You're not going to be a white woman. It is no way. You would never convince me, ever. Like, I am here. No, I'm not fucking with it.
Hey, yo, I'm good.
So I don't really know if I should feel bad. I'm just like, how dare you? But it's also like, what the fuck were you talking about? Yeah. How do you feel?
I feel like I don't know. I feel like, and this is just like a very mature conversation, not getting super deep, but I just feel like, I don't know. It just makes you think about how crazy the idea of just like religion and shit can seem on the surface. Because like you can make a case that like almost any religion seems crazy, you know, to a degree.
True.
To a degree,
but to a degree, but
I just feel like the bad thing about this was that it was like some self-harm shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you're harming yourself, your followers are being harmed, but I just feel like ultimately, in terms of like what they believe and stuff like that, I don't know, yo. I think like that's just the human experience. Like people just like a sense of belonging. You know what I'm saying? Whether that's romantic, religion, whatever.
Yeah.
And I think that that's what people was drawn into. We don't know these people's backgrounds for real.
Okay, so if you watch the documentary, if you really want to get into the story, I would say watch the docu series. It's 3 episodes, but it's a lot of personal accounts from the members. Honestly, it was no way I could include it like in the story because it's just so much. It's just so much. But from what I can see, it was that like it felt like a lot of people being lonely or like lacking community and all these other things. But I think it's also like this sense of people, I don't know. It's like, I don't know if it's just human nature or whatever, but people feel like somebody has to save them. Like they're waiting to get saved by something. Yeah. And so I feel like that plays into like, oh, like she's here to save us type shit. But I also think it was the fucking drugs. If you do drugs, please stop doing drugs. If you're going to keep doing them, eat your blueberries and your raspberries and your grapes. Why do I say that? Because fruits that are blue and purple are good for brain health. Look it up.
Wow. Well, you just heard it here first. You feel me? You heard it here first.
I eat my blueberries every day. That's a lie. I eat every week.
It ain't enough berries in the world for you and that brain, but it's like that laugh was for me personally. I understand you didn't find that funny.
I didn't.
It's not enough berries. It is not enough berries for you, yo. You are an interesting person. Not Amy interesting, but you're interesting.
Don't ever compare me to fucking Amy.
That's why I said not Amy interesting. You feel me? But you're interesting. Like, you feel me? But no, I will say, like, I don't know, just to piggyback off of that, though. Yeah, the drug shit can be dangerous, bro.
I'd be careful.
I feel like, yeah, the whole ecstasy thing. We should have knew something was up. Like, we should have known something was up right then and there. But that's just crazy, though. And you know what's so interesting? I obviously haven't checked out the docuseries yet, but it will be
HBO Max
to know just Max. But it would be nice to it would be nice to know like what did it all constitute? Like, so every member was getting high like that. That was like a part of their beliefs were like we just, bruh.
They didn't say exactly what each member was doing, but
course, right.
They said somebody said he was getting high for the minute they went to sleep, the minute they woke up. Like they was getting high every day. They was drinking every day. And then the one girl was like, you know, as long as you using it intentionally, you good for real. Yeah. So like they didn't have no issue with it. They were just like, fuck it, this is what you gotta do.
Cause it just made me think like, you know, was you getting high before you joined, or did you join and then start getting high? Because I just feel like drugs can like, I don't know. I don't know. But I'm just saying like drugs can like, I feel like put you in a mind space of where like you're not even aware of like the shit you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Well, one of the I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. But one of the dudes who ended up being one of the father gods, he did say he did some ecstasy before he joined. Really? Yeah. So I don't know if it was like that for a lot of them, but from there you should watch it. Yeah. But from what they were saying, like everybody didn't mention drug use. No, some people just was like the one lady, she was older, like gray hair old, and she was like, "Oh, I got out of a divorce, and it was time I started living for myself," type shit. Like, so I just think it's like vulnerable, lonely people looking to like believe in something, but don't believe in a fucking white woman from Kansas telling you that she's fucking God, because she's not, and telling you she's gonna ascend into a starship, and she's not. You know, rest in peace to Amy. I feel like she has some issues. Rest in peace to Amy,
yo. Like that's somebody that I feel like not even no following shit, but I would love to pick Amy's brain, like. I mean, whatever way I could, because like she sounded like she had a lot going on right there.
Yeah, but this just lacks a lot of logic for me. I mean, like religion specifically. I mean, it doesn't like if you think about logic, whatever. Like you could say that about a lot of religions and shit and spirituality. But I think this is just like a lot of like lack of logic. Like it hurt my brain. So
Sure, yo. It definitely. I felt high just listening to this.
we couldn't even get through the cabal. The cabal. I'm sorry.
You know what that shit reminded me of? Was some funny shit just to kind of like wrap up that. That shit reminds me of the darkness from Twitches.
The darkness. Yo, I used to be in my grandmother's house like.
Bro, I used to be watching that shit like, oh my, like, bro, I used to look over my shoulder, bro. Like, that nigga is coming for me. Like, I can't even describe his powers. Bro, it was just like,
wasn't it? It was that uncle.
Who was that father? Like,
what?
Yeah, yo.
I have to rewatch Twitches.
Yeah, it's been a minute for me too. You making me want to go back now, yo. But anyway, no, that reminded me of the darkness though. Like just this dark, evil ass yes, yo, just floating around, destroying life as we know it, yo. But that's fucking crazy, yo. But rest in peace, Andy.
But yeah, that is a story. Flim has an announcement for y'all.
Don't put me on the spot, yo. I was going to transition into that announcement, yo. Don't put me on the spot.
Okay.
But guys, I don't know how to say this. Do I just say it?
You just say it.
Say it. Okay, guys. This is Flim's final episode of Shoot the 60.
Yep.
It's been a hell of a ride. I'm still riding, but just riding in a different direction, you know?
Yep.
They still my niggas though. Like I don't want you thinking this is some like behind the scenes type weird shit.
Yeah, nah.
It's definitely not like that, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, just that time, you know what I'm saying? Like shit just happened, you know? So
yeah, he's leaving.
Yeah. Honestly, yo, they just couldn't afford me no more.
Right.
I started
right.
And they was like, yo, why isn't Flim on a contract?
So with the one comment.
The one chill, yo, and that was my mother too. Say nah, but nah. Real shit though, this is fun. I don't know, man. I mean the pod, I'm excited to see what the pod got going on next, yo. I'm excited.
Yeah, so the pod isn't over.
Like,
the next time you see me, I'll be with a guest. And we're gonna go from there. So you can still tune in every Monday and get your shit. But this is not the last time you'll see his face. He'll pop up. He'll pop up.
I'll pop up. Like, come on now. I'm still gonna be promoting. Like, you feel me? This is still something that like I'm a part of. I'm just not gonna be in the front of the camera, yo.
Yeah.
But I appreciate niggas for rocking with us. I appreciate everybody for listening so far.
Yeah.
I hope you guys continue to listen. And yeah, Flynn is here, man. I mean, I'm still around, yo. But also, like you were saying in the beginning of the episode, please, please, please support the Be More brand.
Yeah.
Again, I will show you the back. I'm a big guy, so I'm not gonna stand up and do it right now, but I'm gonna show you the back. But yeah, yo, they got some good stuff over there. They got hot drops coming. Mo is wearing something exclusive. I need it. Guys, please, like, yo, you want to get this stuff now, yo. Like the Ravens, bruh, you a Ravens fan, get your colors up, get your purple, Be More brand, yo. Like, seriously, yo. So,
yeah.
But yeah, yo, that's pretty much it, though.
Yeah, that's it. Flim is out. So make sure you still follow me on Instagram at Mo the Only One and follow him, Lost Boy Flim. Yes. And follow the pod, subscribe, comment, share, all that shit. But thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Shoot the 60 podcast.